Hello everybody, welcome back to Nikki's Crazy Kitchen. Welcome to those who will be joining for the first time. And welcome to my kitchen. I'm Nikki and today I am going to be making a breakfast staple. It is saltfish and baked bean. So this is a nice piece of fish and it's codfish in Jamaica, in America rather. You will notice codfish if you're American, but for us Jamaicans, or I don't know who else calls it saltfish, but that's what that is. And we have pork and bean in tomato sauce. I am pretty sure they have just baked bean, but that's the one I actually grabbed when I was in the store a couple of days ago. Over here I have my cornmeal, and don't watch the panko breadcrumbs. I obviously finished the breadcrumbs and then I just threw the cornmeal and didn't change the label, but I know what it is. And I have some flour here, so I'm gonna make some fried dumpling with some plantain, some fried plantain, and this saltfish and baked bean breakfast. Stay tuned. There we have the saltfish. It is indeed boiling. I'm going to let this boil for about 20 minutes because I want as much salt out of it as possible. So we will do that, and then in the meantime I'm gonna get the flour out and stuff like that. So I have started, almost finished cooking the saltfish, and I am gonna sift my flour for my fried dumpling. It's gonna make the dumpling soft and nice. So I lit some candles because the saltfish is funky when it's been cooked. So I light some candles. Thank God my husband is not here because he's gonna be like, ugh, what smells like that? So yeah, I don't normally use a lot of cornmeal in these. Okay, these are not festivals, they're fried dumpling. However, I do like a little in there. I will also add some baking powder and a little salt. I will also add some sugar, and that's the salt. I am going to get a little butter as well to put in here. But here is my milk, and this is half and half, like milk and water, and it's 1 cup, so we'll see how much of it the flour take. And this is my butter, about 2 tablespoons. So I put it in here, and let me do this. I'm kind of starting off with a spoon today, so we'll see how that works. So I'm rubbing this into a very soft dough. It's not going to be boiled dumpling where the dumpling is a little harder when you knead it, but I want it to be really soft. That way the dumplings will be light and fluffy, light, soft, and nice. And I think this is pretty much how I want it. There you go. It's soft enough. I'm gonna go in with my hands now, and you'll see how it is. So it looks pretty sticky. I like it to be sticky so that sometimes I have to use like a little flour to dust it to get it off my hands. But it's better for the fried dumpling. And if in order to not dust it with the flour, I sometimes put it in the refrigerator so it can cool off. It gets harder. So guys, this is how the dumpling looks right now. It's not even too bad of a sticky, so there you go. It's not too bad, but it is how I want it, and that's how the bowl looks. But I am going to go ahead and put it in the Ziploc and let it sit there for an hour or so, and then I will get back to it. Make those dumplings. That is what the saltfish look like. It's done boiling. In case you're wondering, how do you know? This skin off the back should be able to come off pretty easy, like so. Now I'm going to wash it under some cold water and pick it up. So for the seasoning, I will have me some bell peppers. These are the little mini ones. If you have the big ones, totally fine. And I have some onions. And why would I forget the scotchy? You know, scotchy in date now go nice. There you go. I have a piece. It's pretty hot. So I'm gonna put this, and I have a carrot because I actually love carrots. So I kind of put carrots in everything. Put whatever season you want in yours. I also have my plantain. When I bought this, it looked pretty good, but I had it out on the table, so I might as well use it. On the last chopping, I'm just chopping the tomatoes right now, and the pot already has the oil over there on the stove top, and the oil that I'm using is coconut oil because that's gonna give it a nice flavor. Anything cooked with coconut or the oil is delicious. That's the taste I am going to achieve over here. Delicious. Pure deliciousness. Yep. Oops. I almost cut myself. Crap. Maybe my knife needs sharpening. I put in the carrots first so that they can cook a little bit before I put the rest of the other seasoning. Look at that oil started to turn orange. I'm gonna put these in the rest of the seasoning, and I'm gonna cook it down. I probably cover it so that it can cook down a little or simmer down. You know what I mean? Like really cook, because I don't like raw vegetables like this when I cook, unless I was eating something like a salad or something like that. Otherwise, has to be cooked. So this is the fish I have, and I leave the tomatoes for last, so I'm gonna let that stay there for a minute. And this is how you do. I already picked out the main bone out of it. So this is what the fish looks like, and I can feel that it still has enough salt left in it. So I'm just breaking it up. This is break it up, and then also feel for the smaller bones that is still in there, because saltfish is pretty bony. So there you go, look at these. I just grabbed these bones from right here, just like so. So you have to feel for those. You're not gonna get every single piece of bone, but you can get as much as you can out of it. So yeah, I just kind of break it up randomly like this, there. And this is another bone I'm picking out. I can see them there. And this is what it looks like. There's like pieces like these. So there you go. So after about maybe 8 minutes, this is what the seasoning has simmered to. Look at that color. Look how beautiful that looks. I just love color. So right now what I'm going to do is to put the tomato in and the fish. So I like to do that. I let the fish kind of put some flavors in those vegetables. And I'm going to put the tomato and let that simmer again for another. That's what this looks like after another 5 minutes or so, maybe 8. Haha, look how pretty that looks. I am gonna go in with my baked bean. There you have it, baked bean. And then I'm gonna start putting in some seasoning to taste. So I'm going also in with some garlic. Me, love the garlic. Yep. That's the oven. I don't know. I'm always cooking a lot of things. I don't know why. So you would think I have an army to feed, but I don't. So I'm also putting in some powdered garlic, because garlic can never be too much. And some onion powder and some paprika. I'm also going in with some all-purpose Maggi, and I got a whole case of this from yaad. So I'm putting that in. And then I'm gonna put some fresh ground pepper. There you go. And, oh, you should smell it. It smells so good. Yeah. Turn the fire down. And at this point, it is about ready. I am going to taste it to see how it tastes, but I'm pretty sure it tastes wonderful. I always, mostly always, cooked without tasting the food. See, I put the tomato last because I didn't want them to like cook out, but I don't think all of them is looking like that. Some of them is actually melted, which is just fine. So I want to bring the camera a little closer so you can get a better visual. Look how beautiful. Very nice. Well guys, it's time to make the dumpling. We have the pot on the stovetop with some oil. I would say about, ooh, that looks way too hot, so I turned the stove off. And I will just make the dumpling, let the oil cool off a little bit. Otherwise, it's going to be too hot and then it's going to burn. And I don't want that, so I'm doing this in the meantime. Just let it cool down a bit. I tend to do that because I do a little bit too much at a time sometimes, but such is life. I'm gonna go ahead and put the dumpling in. I'm going to go ahead and get my plantain started. So you make a little incision here in the side. Not enough to cut the plantain, but just like so. Once you opened it, it's like peeling a ripe banana. There you go. And this is not such a big plantain either. So I'm going to slice it up. And I kind of cut it in half. And then I'll go ahead and just cut it like so. And this is what this piece looks like. I'll just keep cutting in that direction. See what I mean when I say the oil is too hot, they can burn, but I can still save these and let the other side cook properly on a lower heat, of course. So that's no big deal. So I will take these dumplings out now. They're nice and brown, a little browner than they normally is, but that has to do with the pot, the amount of oil in the pot, and the flame. So those three things have to be controlled. I'm going to go ahead and fry my plantain now. I don't think you need any tutorial on how to fry plantain. Simple. So some of our plantains is getting ready to come out of the pot. And there you have it, guys. Our saltfish and baked bean, fried dumpling, and fried plantain breakfast. So dumpling is nice and soft, as you can see. There you go. Nice and buttery and soft inside. And the plantains are done. Even though they're a little brown, they are still great. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like the video, share the video, and also comment. And if you want this recipe, email will be in the description. Until next time, goodbye.